Welcome to Dimensions Report number 14 by Benjamin Wall. The report shows the organizational strengths of Amnesty International and suggests ways to raise its effectiveness yet higher. I first explain the managerial tools to be applied, then show the sources of Amnesty's strengths, to then propose two fundamental ways to raise the effectiveness. Not-for-profit organizations differ from businesses in that they have two key stakeholder relationships. The beneficiaries of their services typically do not pay, although they are like customers. Nonprofits do not have investors, although donors are like investors. They are, however, very similar to businesses in many ways. They have personnel, there is a market that is demand for their services. In that market are other nonprofits with whom they can compete or ally. Image and reputation are essential for success, and they are organizations to be managed. Amnesty International will therefore be analyzed using the same managerial concepts and tools as for business, that is, management processes in dimensions of value. Regarding dimensions of value, Amnesty offers to its stakeholders the empowerment to act in concrete situations, as in the deed value dimension, plus the elevated status of the degree value dimension. The beneficiaries benefit from the support customized to their particular situation to empower them to be able to exercise their human rights, plus gain an elevated status in becoming known worldwide and, hopefully, ultimately being free from human rights abuses. Amnesty employees enjoy a scope of empowered leeway in choosing the issues and the methods in their work, along with the elevated status from being employed by a leading global institution, within which they have a key role in determining the issues which form the one voice of the organization. The members and supporters as private individuals are the only donors, so that Amnesty remains independent and neutral. They are empowered to support specific actions and campaigns of their choice and benefit from the halo effect of involvement with the leading human rights organization in the world and its transcendent principles, which can be interpreted as an elevated reputation in certain circles. Members are organized into local groups and national sections, which are empowered to choose global campaigns to support locally, and as well empowered to be able to run their own campaigns, and they enjoy the status as decision makers in the global organization. The 5 key management processes are shown here and presented in other videos on this channel. This video highlights managing external demand interfaces, which consists of 5 managerial tasks. The normative aim generates benefits in the society, which address people's preferences, some of whom become employees and members. They translate the societal benefits into operations, forming the strength. The go-to-market model shapes and positions the strength as market offers of services to beneficiaries. The competitive advantage is the source of the particular benefits generated by the organization and is reinforced by the normative aim. These 4 elements form a closed loop, and growth extends this loop to new markets of beneficiaries, addressing different sets of preferences in new societal settings. In managing its external demand interfaces, Amnesty International exhibits the features of businesses combining deed and degree value. The normative aim combines targeted goals and daily activities with a mission. As concrete goals, Amnesty prevents and stops specific human rights abuses anywhere in the world, and as a mission, strives to be the leading organization in the world committed to neutrally researching and taking action to improve human rights. The strength merges empowered initiative with best of class in the organization. Amnesty is able to rapidly and expertly identify human rights issues as they arise, engage people to research them, while mobilizing members and supporters to back the work. The go-to-market model links 2 approaches, using technological advances to address situational needs of stakeholders, and utilizing what are here termed positioned resources that are already established and can be built upon. Amnesty lobbies government officials with emails from members, runs campaigns in social media, and has released an app with educational courses in human rights, all building on its reputational position in the world and its existing membership structures. The competitive advantage is services target to hit the bullseye in their impact mixed with the advantages of size. The impact of Amnesty on government officials and public opinion rests on its credibility as a neutral, fact-based organization researching into concrete abuses and then effectively communicating exactly about them. To achieve this impact, Amnesty is large enough to employ a range of experts, for example in law, research, campaigning, communications, and fundraising. Growth comes both from one-off opportunities, that is, the spectrum of human rights abuses as they appear, and extensive growth to new locations around the world. In this century, Amnesty has greatly expanded the kinds of human rights abuses it addresses, including numerous topical issues. Globally, it has opened offices in 16 cities and continues to grow the number of sections and groups. Amnesty can make itself even more effective by one or both of two ways. First, strengthening the strengths in deed and degree by raising empowerment and best of class in the organization even higher. For example, communities of practice in a function so the experts can improve their skills and share experience mutually, multifunctional task forces to innovate via the cross-fertilization of ideas, using even more of the latest technologies, and recruiting top talents from leading universities and organizations. Second, supplementing the strengths in deed and degree with strengths in dexterity. Dexterity introduces standardization into an organization with all-around benefits generated in processes which have been agreed consensually. This value dimension can give more structure and stability to Amnesty. Introducing the standardization and collectivity of dexterity value to Amnesty could lead to beneficiaries gaining from more standardized packages of service and benefits, personnel who can better plan their work and more smoothly collaborate cross-functionally, members and supporters who receive reports and evaluation to see more clearly where their money and efforts are going to, and sections and groups more actively participating in reaching a consensus within the global organization. Introducing dexterity value to Amnesty would supplement its external demand interfaces as follows, some of which has already begun in the organization. The added normative aim is values, in which there is more collective participation of members in the sections and global organization, as well as more collective participation between employees. And this broader participation is applied to a broader range of human rights topics, including social issues. The supplemental strength is standardized processes for more structured decision-making throughout the organization and in all activities. The supplemental go-to-market model is continuous improvement, including more gathering of feedback to fine-tune and innovate activities. The added competitive advantage is standardized products, for an example, an agreed all-around package of services and benefits for beneficiaries. Growth also occurs according to market potential, which could mean for Amnesty to be more systematic and proactive in identifying the kinds and locations of human rights abuses to address. Adding dexterity to deed and degree at Amnesty International would increase its organizational effectiveness by enabling it to use its resources more efficiently and to gain a greater impact from its services, thereby raising stakeholder benefits. For more information, see videos on this channel and visit my website.